I'm Brandon Lang, and this is your Thursday edition of My Two Cents. Christmas Day 2014. We'll get to your free pick winner in just a moment on the Clippers and Warriors total. We'll have it for you in just a second. Well, Merry Christmas to everybody out there. It was Christmas come early last night, 20 dime over in Western Kentucky and Central Michigan. I'll have more about this game on My Two Cents in just a moment, but it was good to get right before Christmas a winner on board as we're in pursuit of winning week number 4 in a row and 12 of 15 to close out 2014. Today we come back with a 20-dimer early in the NBA, Knicks and Wizards, looking to string together another winning day before bowl action kicks in mania. Friday, Saturday, NFL Sunday, and it's bowls the rest of the way to close out the 2014 season. That's what we have on tap today, but more importantly, it's spending time with family and friends and loved ones and enjoying this Christmas Day because we do have a lot to be thankful for. Simple 20-dimer early in the NBA, just looking for another winning day. All right, my 2 cents. I've said on my videos over the years that college football coaches are about as clueless as anything I've ever seen. Glorified gym teachers, they get the job because they played and someone hired them. And sitting next to an NFL referee on a flight from Philly back to Jacksonville, I talked to him about what's the one thing he sees more than anything else. This is a man that referees college and pro football games. And he said to me, it's amazing how coaches have no clue when it comes to clock management. Now listen, I had over the posted total in Western Kentucky and Central Michigan. I didn't have the side on the game. I didn't. But in all my years of doing this for a living, if you had Central Michigan minus 3.5, you just incurred what I feel is one of the all-time baddest beats you could ever have in gambling history. It immediately goes to my top 3. Start of the fourth quarter, Western Kentucky leads Central Michigan 49-14. Central Michigan punches one in. It's 49-21 with 11 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. Next thing you know, Western Kentucky goes 3 and out, and instead of running the football all 3 times, they threw 1 time in those 3 plays, just stopping the clock. They punt, Central goes through them again. That makes it 49-28, still up 3 touchdowns. Next possession, Western Kentucky completes a screen pass. They're going in at the 5-yard line. Running back fumbles. That leads to another Central Michigan touchdown, and now all of a sudden we're at 49-28. Western Kentucky gets the ball back. They run it 3 times, smartly so. They punt it. Next thing you know, Central Michigan touchdown, 49-35. Now, Western Kentucky gets the ball. There's about 2 minutes and 15 seconds on the clock. First down running play gains nothing. Central Michigan uses a timeout. Second down, they throw a bomb with 2 minutes and 10 seconds on the clock. Why? You run it again, Central takes a timeout. You run it again, Central takes a timeout. You're up 2 scores. Punt the ball away. There's 2 minutes left in the game. That's not what Brom did. Head coach Jeff Brom throws it. Then he runs it. Central lets the clock run. Western Kentucky punts. They go score again. Now, 49-42. Now Western Kentucky gets the ball back. They run it 3 times. They punt. And then you all know what happened at the end of the game. The long pass, terribly defended. 6 guys standing around, try to jump and bat the ball down. Why? You're not in the end zone. You're at the 25, 30-yard line. Just let him catch it and tackle it. That's it. If I'm the defensive coordinator and special teams coach for Western Kentucky, I get fired today. As clueless as they are. This isn't a Hail Mary in the end zone. We don't have to knock the pass down. We just have to sit there with 1 second to go in the game. We stand around. We let the kid catch it. And as soon as he catches, we tackle him. Game over. No time on the clock. Instead, they try to bat it down. 4 guys fall down like bowling pins. Kid catches it. Here comes the lateral nonsense, and Central Michigan scores. Every phase of coaching for Western Kentucky breaks down. Head coach not running out the clock. Special teams coach not having to defend the last 1 second. The defensive coordinator for being just as clueless. And then after all this Western Kentucky nonsense, Dan Enos, head coach of Central Michigan, decides to go for 2 and doesn't allow his kids to go back out and fight in overtime to win the football game. And he allows the game to come down to 1 single play, a 2-point conversion, when your defense, which had given up 42 points in the first half, manned up and gave up only 7 in the second. Dan Enos, who said before the game, this is the best defense I've ever had at Central Michigan, and you're not going to let that defense go out and defend 25 yards in overtime, and let that defense make a statement, and let your offense, which now cannot be stopped, to go out there and win the game in overtime as well. Both coaches absolutely clueless in the last 2 minutes of that football game. I had the over. I'm okay. I had some friends that had Western Kentucky, and it's just one of those things where you stare into the outer space and say, wow, that is the baddest beat you could ever have in the history of sports betting if you had Western Kentucky. If you had Central Michigan, play the lotto today. Go buy a lottery ticket. Buy a scratch off. Play a few quick picks because you got luck, the Irish, the Lucky Charms on your side. Free pick winner. I'm going to watch all the NBA today and eat food coma. The last game on the board is Golden State and the Clippers, and I think both these teams are going to get out in transition. I think both these teams are going to run, and I think both these teams are going over the posted total. The last 6 games against the Western Conference, 5 of those have gone over for the Golden State Warriors, and as far as the Clippers are concerned, they've gone over 3 of their last 4. I like over the posted total as these teams run and gun, have some fun on Christmas Day. Let's play over. That's it, everybody. Have a fantastic Christmas Day with your family and friends and loved ones. And I'll be back here with you on Friday with another edition of My 2 Cents.